Dead America, Lowcountry Part 8. Written by Derek Slaton. Narrated by Aaron Smith. Chapter 1. Day 0 plus 10. Grace, Troy, Hawk, and Eddie sat in the back of a van as it rumbled away from the harbour town compound. For the last week and a half this had been home for the quartet. Much in the same way prison was home to convicts. Ever since surviving the morning of Day 0, when the world went to shit, they've been forced to fight not just for their own survival, but for the QXR group. This battalion-sized mercenary squad had decided that Hilton Head Island was their new base of operation, and anyone capable of fighting was used to do the incredibly dangerous task of clearing it out of zombies. Grace stared out the window as they drove along the tree-lined road. In days past, the activity was frenzied, with trucks and armed men running about building secure barricades. Now, however, it was strangely quiet, with only a handful of guards walking the perimeter line, occasionally picking off straggler zombies that had escaped confinement. Hawk sat beside her, curling his giant shoulders inward so that his hulking frame didn't crowd the small woman. He leaned out into the aisle of the van, looking out towards the front. The driver was a random merc grunt that none of them had seen before. The passenger, however, was the bold mercenary No Name, a massive warrior with a mysterious past. He'd gone out of his way to treat the group of captives with humanity during their stay, which was something the other high-ranking men hadn't done. But the group was still wary of his motives. "Yo, mystery man," Hawk said gruffly to the driver. "Where you hauling us off to today?" "There's a small gated community on the northern part of the island," No Name explained. "It got sealed off pretty early, and nobody has been in since." Eddie leaned his skinny frame back in his seat, using the blade of his sharp knife to clean dried blood from beneath his fingernails. "And let me guess," he drawled, "it's chock full of those dead fuckers." "Well, they wouldn't have dragged you four out of bed if it wasn't," No Name replied dryly. Eddie shook his head. "Sometimes I hate being good at what I do," he said with a sigh. Troy rubbed his forehead, easily the least experienced of the four, having been an investment banker in New York City before the end of the world. "Man, how many more of these places do we have to clear out?" he asked. "This island ain't that big." "You'll be happy to hear that according to our intelligence officers, this is the last enemy stronghold."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?